Coming to you live once again, fashionably late from the Flagami Studio. Can you hear me okay? Anyway, as always, happy Friday. And yeah, here's the intro. I'm riding with my RV, wherever I want to be. Cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah. I couldn't find my mouse. Well, hello everybody. Yeah, I was recording the podcast. That's why I was a little bit late. And sound is hollow. Are you using the computer mic? Today I'm using the computer mic. I didn't get a chance to use the. Or maybe at the beginning I was using the other mic. I don't even know what's going on here. But yeah, I'm using the. Let me know how it sounds. It's been one of those days. So Doug Himmelick, maybe it is fixed now. Uh, sound is better now. Yeah, when I started, while I was doing the intro, I remembered and I unplugged it. But at the beginning, we were probably using this mic, and this mic was like far away from me. And yeah, the computer mic sounds. It's just easier. You know, it's foolproof, right? The MacBook Pro just does everything to make it sound, or kind of good. Barb, hello, good evening, Barb. By the way, Barb, are you guys coming to Florida finally? Sound is off. It is off. Very low sound. Sounds okay here. Hey, the RV DJ, our mighty DJ and bartender, and sometimes barista in the morning. Cheers, everybody. Today, oops, I'm having once again a Florida Man IPA, double IPA from Cigar City. Studio looks cleaned up some, says Edna Kruger. Not really, it's just a slightly different angle. I'm using the MacBook's camera and microphone, and you're just not seeing the lower part of the studio, right? And and I have this light, perhaps a little too bright, but yeah. Hey, Jim Foster, Letitia Carver, happy Friday. Spring forward this weekend. Yeah, we're going back to the daylight savings times, which means sunrise is like at 7:30 a.m. Hi Robert, haven't been on your lives for a while. Simply D Beauty, how's it going? It's going great. Um, I mean, we're static in Florida for a little bit, but I mean, I haven't told you guys because sometimes I don't like to talk about negative stuff. It's been a stressful couple of weeks, but things are getting back to normal. It's things eventually with patience things have uh, they solve themselves, or you get to solve them. And I'm happy to report that the we're gonna call it the Comet, the new Class C is almost ready for maiden voyage. We fixed the propane problem. It's got new tires. Um, Little by little. Bob Pool, hello. Bob Pool and Verna in rainy Wickenburg, Arizona. We need the rain. Yeah, oh, Wickenburg. I wish I was in Wickenburg. And YouTube just crashed. Are you guys seeing me okay? Raul Medina. Happy Friday. Might be in Orlando on March 17th and 18th. Any plans to be passing by March 17th and 18th? Let me check the old calendar real quick. Orlando, March 17th. 17th is St. Patrick's Day. We're gonna be dangerously close that weekend. Probably coming back from somewhere in North Georgia, the North Florida. I mean, but we'll see. Anyway, Logan, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much from Logan. We have made a reservation on the Peli Cruise. Speaking of the Peli Cruise, let me drop a link for you guys here real quick. Peli Cruise, of course. And by the way, I wanted to disclaimer about Peli Cruise. I am not making any profit from this Peli Cruise. In fact, I'm paying exactly the same amount that you guys are paying. This is just an opportunity for us to hang out and maybe do some cool activities together and visit places where I've never been. So we're going to be visiting them together. So thank you, Logan, for reserving the Peli Cruise. And the only thing, if, in order to get we're gonna get $200 of open, bar tab. And if you guys don't drink, just get me the IPAs. And we're getting like a discount. I don't know if it's like a 5 or 10%. But in order to get that, we need 10 cabins. We need 10 cabins. I think we have like 4 reserved, paid for, and like 5, so yeah, Armando Correa, thank you for that super chat. Where is my little bell? Here we go. The little bell. Thank you. Happy Friday, Robert and Ely. Just got back from Arizona. Hope all is well with mom. It's better. It's not perfect, but the eye drops that she's been taking. I mean, she's been complaining about it because she has to do those eye drops like every other, like twice, every 2 hours. So it's like a chore for her. But her retina has retracted. I mean, it looks like this final treatment is going to work for her, which it's very very exciting. I may have found a person for to help her out in the house. And yeah, in that sense, with mom, things are getting better. So one day at a time, like they say. Oh man, so many messages, but I have something that I want to show you before I forget. Something I got on the PO box. A letter. Ooh, a postcard from the Montauk Lighthouse from AJ Hames and A. Peterson. Oh wait, there's more. Well, it's a very nice letter, and I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but it's encouraging me to revisit Long Island from Miss Amanda J. Which I don't know if Amanda, I don't know if you're here in the live stream, and Alex Peterson, and there's more. I haven't been able to. The chat today is like. Well, I'll put this in here later. But not only that, I'll put it back in. I'll put Ginny back in the bottle later. It's a Long Island photography calendar with all the sites in Long Island here, and this is very cool. Very very beautiful quality print here. So we gotta hang it here somewhere. So oh man, I'll just show you a few. Look, beautiful lighthouse right there. South Jamesport Beach. Very cool. Thank you, Amanda. Miss Amanda J here, always on the live stream, on the chat. So thank you so much. So I'm going to go from Baja Girl. Hello all, sending love and blessings, and I'm gonna start going back up from Sue. Sue, thank you. Always thank you, Sue, and all the other moderators for moderating. Lucky Dog Productions moderator. And Jim in the Sea, thanks, Jen on Wheels. I've got a lot to share from that trip. I bet. Traveling. Happy Friday, traveling Robert, Elena Sanchez, and fellow Pelican heads from Ottawa. Got the day right today. Yeah, I made sure. Montauk, is that a sign? I'm curious to drive there on my New York trip next week. Next week, huh? It's a sign, man. Caregivers are a big help. Yeah, that's Edna Kruger. I think I found a good person, and they kind of hit it off. So that's good. Anyone heard of Dylan Reynolds? I believe he was here last week. Are you visiting the Florida Everglades? Contact me for tours. Everglades Live TV. Definitely, and it's getting a little late in the season for Everglades National Park, so I'll definitely get in touch because we're gonna be in South Florida for another month at least. But I would suggest sticking with Star Trek theme, but go with Romulan and call it the Warbird. Yeah, but Warbird El Cometa. I like the Comet, and if we're gonna stay and runner up, just tell me what you guys think. Uh, since I'm a fan of Deep Space Nine as well from Star Trek, I was thinking runabout, like the runabout, like the Orinoco or the Rio Grande, the runabouts. But I like the Comet. It's like it's cosmic and it has adventure in it and all that. So oh man, this Florida man is good. You know who else is good? Barry Jones. Thank you for that super chat. Happy Friday, Robert. Here's a bit for your drink on Comet's Voyage. Best wishes to mom. Thank you all. Hey, Sandro winners. Maybe, hey, finally, if we finally able to do this Route 66 trip, we might make it to Carson City, Nevada. I've been to Carson City once, but yeah, spend more time there. Hi, traveling Robert. Happy Friday. I hope mom is doing well. Also, hope you'll be coming to Carson City, Nevada soon enough. Love, Sandra Winners and Jeffrey Rees. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your comment. And let me just scroll up here. And I'm gonna put the link to Peli Cruz here one more time. Why is my YouTube crashing here? This is like crazy. Maybe I've had this computer on for too long. Peli Cruz, and here's the link. And I'm gonna pin that on the top. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. Let me know what you guys think, but I'm excited. I'm excited to do something different like that. This is gonna be a much smaller cruise than the Icon of the Seas where I went last year, and I think it's more like my beat. Terry Ria, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Life After Kids, Journey of Unknown, which we got to hang out in Quartzsite this past January. Thank you for being here. Ivan K, hello from Yuma, Arizona. I wanted to stay. I wanted to go to Imperial Dam, Yuma, Arizona. Even cross over to Los Algodones, Mexico, but I had to return to Florida. Usually, there's an area group can meet on a cruise ships near a bar. We could meet. We could meet at. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Donovan, who is organizing the thing, and see if there are any activities that he suggests, or maybe we can reserve a room. I don't know. Alexander Peterson, hey, Amanda J was so happy to send that to you. Well, thank you both. I really appreciate it, and we didn't get a chance to hang it, but we're gonna hang it back here somewhere. Um, Steve Gibling, late again. I love your main videos. Make sure that your subscribers who will be going on your cruise get a passport and pass card. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I don't know if Donovan is here in the chat. Some of these cruises, if you have an enhanced driver's license, you can do it. But I'd rather have my passport. I have to renew this year, by the way. Remind me of that. Your new rig could be a shapeshifter every time you modify it. How about we call it Odo? Hmm? Phew, hot morning here in the Philippines. Summer is definitely here. Well, today we had actually a cool morning in Florida for a change. It was 50 degrees this morning when I was picking up my mom to take her to the retina doctor. So, and I hear that Sonia is unsupervised. Lord help us. Officially unsupervised. Has anybody seen my mom? I did remind her. Bob Leach, did you ever have any issues with the towing mirrors on Starship? Did the passenger side mirror have the convex mirror on the side? I haven't had any. The thing with Minitini 4, all my Minitinis have been narrow, have been 7 feet wide. So they're about the same width as Starship. So I never needed like super big towing mirrors. And it does, but the one on the passenger side is a convex mirror. All cars have the convex mirror on the passenger side. And they say objects in mirror may be closer than they appear and all that. So no, and I have the what you call it, the blind spot detectors with the light, and they even beep when if you try to change lanes. It's all these modern cars are very safe. Simply D Beauty, I'm going to South Africa in November, so the Peli Cruise will be a no for me, but it looks like a lot of fun. Well, I want to go to South Africa too. Yuma, Tap Channel. Yeah, I went there on our way to California. California love. Please, all your Pelican heads, pray for Amanda J. She's dealing with a family matter. I'm so sorry to hear that, Alexander. I was so excited to show her the calendar. I'm sure she can watch the repeat, but yeah, hoping for the best there. MT Mikey, greetings from Mikey and Barbie. I invented an easier way for my mom to do her eye drops. We'll text you the details. Yeah, text me the details because it's also a matter of her remembering to put them on. It's I don't think she's doing it right, but I mean they're working. Whatever whatever it does, it's doing it. So. Sue and Vince Condes, happy Friday, Robert. We're looking forward to seeing your Bahaba video. We went last May, and Bahaba is probably going to be 2, even 3 videos. It just was so much, and I just haven't had the time to edit. I was gonna make the whole Acadia, Bar Harbor, down east area of Maine a long video, like a movie, length video, but. I'm not gonna be able to make it happen. It's gonna be 3 videos, about 40 minutes each. Suan Vince Condas, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody say hello to my mom. Hi, good afternoon. Greetings from Miami. Love, mom. Oh, Amanda, Miss Amanda J is here. Hello, Robert. So happy you like the calendar. Alex picked a great one. Thanks for sharing with everyone. No, thank you. Thank you for sending it. And definitely gonna put it somewhere back here. And definitely gonna take notes of all those places in the calendar too, so we can visit at some point in the future. So, Bob Leach, you hadn't pressed the like button. You didn't pre-thumb, man. I just did. It felt so much better now. Best wishes, Alma. Remember your drops. Yep, every other hour. I told her just remember on the even. Just do it on the even hours. And by the way, Mr. CLT. Speaking of the comets. By the way, you guys, if you guys follow Mr. CLT on Instagram, check out this video. He caught from his backyard. He caught Starship, crashing, onto South Florida, not onto, but on the sky. What do they call it? an unscheduled rapid disassembly or something like that. um, Logan, we are so excited to meet you and everyone else on the cruise. This will be our first cruise. Hopefully, we can get a karaoke room reserved. That would be epic. Once we get I mean, it's early days. Once we have a head count and all that, um, I'm sure we're gonna be able to organize all kinds of things. But yeah, a karaoke would be epic. And this doesn't seem to be the type of cruise that is as crowded as as the Icon of the Seas I went on last year. Uh, Tell her to set an alarm on her phone to remember. I've been thinking of setting an alarm every 2 hours, just and maybe make the ringtone with my voice, "Mom, eye drops" or something like that. Oh man, this is good beer, especially when you have to talk so much, right? Um, so hold on. YouTube wants me to insert a commercial. How rude. So yeah, Donovan made this very cool landing page. So let me show you here on screen real quick, really quick. Doo-doo-doo. I need to get me a technical director for this show. This computer is 1080p. Well, I don't know, but this is it. You can check it out here at the link that I have pinned there. Oops, what happened here? Whoops. No, 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 no. Oh, I can zoom in this way. I didn't know that. Anyway, it's there free in my RV, and that's the itinerary. And that's supposed to be a YouTube video that crashed. There you go. And the trip details. Choose your cabin. We're gonna have central sea terrace, and hopefully all the cabins are gonna be like next to each other. Um, First day in Miami is a Saturday. We'll be at sea. Sunday we'll be in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. I don't know. There's a waterfall, beach escape, rainforest. Another day at sea, and then Bimini in the Bahamas. They have a beach club. I imagine it's like the private island that Royal Caribbean also has. So yeah, I think that's gonna be cool. And there's a bunch of other stuff. Just going to the website and see they have all these specialty restaurants and all kinds of good stuff. I like Extra Virgin as an Italian restaurant. So yeah, Peli Cruz. Check out it's the link is pinned to the chat right now. So where's the cannoli emoji? We have to get a cannoli emoji. Maybe I'll remember for next week. Darlene Brown, Robert and Annual Pelican Heads, have a wonderful evening. Love you all. Hey, mom. Yeah, mom is here and getting better. But I think 311. Who's getting the gorgeous suite? I don't know, man. I think we're gonna get like balcony rooms, but the suite would be nice. Hope that you're feeling better with the eye drops, mom. She's, I really want to go. Is there a deadline? I don't think there's a deadline. I would have to ask Donovan. I mean, if I'm sure if there's room on the cruise, you can do last minute. But the Vankara was a Vulcan starship that was in service with the Vulcan High Command in the mid 22nd century. Named for a rig. I thought about calling it Spock or John Luke. Also, how about the Colinar? Hmm. But Vulcan, no, that's it has to be something that evokes speed and adventure, and it has to be cosmic. So I'm sticking with Comet for now. And now all of a sudden I don't see any new messages. What's going on here? Young Dave, Route 66 next year. Have you started making reservations or are you going to play it by ear? I imagine there will be a lot of folks doing that trip for the 100th anniversary. Well, if all goes well, I'll still plan to do it this year. And no reservations like Anthony Bourdain. I'm just gonna wing it and boondog at most nights. And there's always something. I'm sure there's always gonna be something. But I'm really planning this one out. Wait till you see. I even bought a book, a Kindle book, and let me show you my map. Actually, I'm gonna show you my map. Can I show you this one? I just want to make sure that I show you a map that I can show. Yeah, this will work. Um, yeah, that's good. Let me let me see what I'm doing here. Hold on. Uh, well, here, that's it. Yeah, it's a little cropped in, so that's perfect. Uh, and this is it. All the blue dots. That's how I'm differentiating from the yellow dots, which are like all the random other places that I want to visit. All those blue dots are points of interest on Route 66, and some, like Billy the Kid Museum. That's whatever. Some other places that are like, uh, you know, day trips. But yeah, that's pretty much all the points of interest that are along the mother road that we're potentially going to visit. I'm really planning this one out. It's lately I haven't been planning all these trips down to the T, but this one I want to make it kind of like the definitive movie about Route 66, if you will, and the long movie is going to be released for the 100th anniversary. Miss Amanda J, I'll be living vicariously through you on your Route 66 trip. To me, it's such an exciting part of the country. I like the name Comet. Good choice. Thank you. Is it legal to smoke cannabis on the cruise ship? Bob, I seriously doubt it. CLT, attention, deposit is due at the time of booking. Final cruise payment is due by June 12th, 2025. Thank you. I actually haven't booked mine yet, but I'm gonna do it this weekend. Yeah, I told Donovan, I'm gonna do it, but it's like it's been that kind of week, guys. You have no idea. But yeah. Espelare TV, this sounds really gorgeous. Can't wait for this huge achievement from you. Yeah, and I've done sections of Route 66, but I've never actually done like the whole thing from Chicago to the Santa Monica Pier. So, how much tire pressure do you need to put on the tires on Comet? The rear are 80 and the front, I believe, is 65. And I did buy a tire pressure monitor. Tiberius one. I like that. James Kirk's middle name. Edna Kruger. We went to the Billy the Kid Museum on my trip in 2023 when needing to stop. Want to go back and look at that closer. I believe that the final resting place is there too. So, yeah. Did we talk about Pelicamp West? Any plans soon? Well, Pelicamp West is a stone throw away from the Mother Road. So there are two things that I want to do, and I have to time this good for the first one during our Route 66 trip. If we live, we planning to depart early to mid-April. Probably like the second week of April. That's gonna, if all goes well, that's gonna be departure. Um, I'm gonna do the Overland Expo in Flagstaff, and that's in mid-May around there. And then from there, it's Kingman, Arizona, and Pelicamp is right next to Kingman, Arizona, which is one of the main towns in Route 66. So the idea is to spend a week or two there and do basic development, week or two, as long as it takes, right? Uh, so we'll see. That's kind of the plan, but 60/80 tire pressure, RE. I believe it says 65 on the sticker, on the decal. But we are heading to Las Vegas area to do some national parks in the beginning of April. Hey, we might run it. No, we're not gonna be there in April. But if you go to Vegas, man, go to the Sphere. It's an experience. Robert, you need a beer. You're losing your voice. Hey, I do have a Florida man from Cigar City here in my hand. Who else is here? El Mandalorian. This is the way, man. Looking forward to visiting South Dakota. And I forgot that Jim has two plots of land next to each other in New Mexico. If you ever need a boondocking place, hey! Now you tell me. How long have we known each other, Sonia? Seriously. Now you tell me. Oh, thank you. Daniel Ruiz from my first card was a 61 Mercury Comet. It was originally designed to be an Edsel, but Ford rebranded when Edsel folded. There you go. That wasn't the one with fine Corinthian leather. No, that was the Chrysler Cordoba. But the Edsel, the Edsel didn't look so bad, but it was one of those flops, right? Charlie Travelot, thank you for that super chat. By the way, Daniel also. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. I forgot to ring the bell and take a sip. The weekend begins again. Yes, it's the weekend. Weekend in South Florida. And William Brody. Flu on the road. What do you take? I have the flu. What do I take? I have the flu. Just lots of lemonade, man. Lemonade, lemon. Get that vitamin C. This is not medical advice. I do not play a doctor on TV. You have to do the disclaimer nowadays, right? Hope you're feeling better, William. Traveling Robert, the one and only Florida man. I'm a Florida man. Sorry, Robert. LOL. Mr. Roboto, Myrtle Beach State Park, lots of wildlife in South Carolina. Yeah, I wanna go to. Christopher Olsen, will it be a long video on Sunday? It was going to be. It was going to be until the day before yesterday. I'm like, I was already by like an hour almost. And I'm like, this is gonna be too stressful. I'm gonna finish it like I haven't finished it yet. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. And that's too close to call. So yeah, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I made the executive decision. We're gonna make it 40 minutes. And I split it in two. I just went to a natural point where I could split it, like one of those fade outs after a time lapse of the night sky with a full moon, and I'm like, boom, here, select all from here to the end, cut, and paste into a new timeline and a new episode. So it's gonna be like 40 minutes per episode for the foreseeable future. which means I'm gonna be falling far and farther and far behind. And actually, someone put a comment on the Booth Baby video that they didn't feel compelled to watch my videos anymore because they were so far behind. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I mean, it's gonna be at least, and I'm sorry, you guys. I know you guys want to see some newer stuff too, but it's gonna be at least 2 months of what I did last summer and last fall. There's gonna be a Florida loop where we go to the Florida Keys and St. Augustine and Disney. A new look at Fort Wilderness, which is gonna be really cool. We're gonna be hanging out with Mr. Slinky Stove, and I mean, lots of cool videos coming up. They're just not gonna be like current. But then when I do Route 66, I want to stay as current as possible for the most part. And the 33 Elvis, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Let me take a sip. Speaking of comment, from Boot Up with Bay Sharp, if your chassis has a TPMS bands, you can upgrade the dash head unit for certain higher end ones that can access the ProMaster computer for info like tire pressure and stuff. No, it doesn't. This is a 2015 chassis, and it's the head unit. I think is pretty advanced for its time. But for example, it doesn't have like a CarPlay or Android Auto, or which means I'm gonna upgrade it at some point, but it needs to have that data link because some things are controlled by that head unit, like the Trip 2 and Trip 3. I mean, by the way, I love the way the ProMaster drives, except at high speeds. At high speeds, it could be an adventure, but like a regular like city, that thing's turns on a dime. It's incredible. 33 Elvis, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much again. Robert, your Google map with all the blue dots, very interesting. Is that something you could share maybe with your patrons? I'm gonna look into that. I don't know if I can share my personal Google map. I'm gonna look into that. That'll be cool. Mr. CLT, no matter what you put on the channel, is going to be entertaining. I hope so too. I hope you guys keep on watching. Because I mean, you guys who are here every week, and you know what's going on. I had to come back, my mom, and I'm lucky that I had this huge backlog of videos. I mean, I filmed way too much. I filmed way more than I could edit last year. So not sure how people complain about how long the videos come out. They are free of charge. Well, yeah. Hey, MT Mikey, good night, man. Are you still in Arizona? And Dylan Reynolds is in the house. Hey, Dylan. People were asking about you earlier. Exploring coast to coast. Speaking for myself, I just like to see your adventures, Robert. I really don't care if they're behind or not. Thank you. And I think that the people who want to see more up-to-date videos are in the minority. But let's face it, the first Quartzite video that I published right after Quartzite has like 80,000 views already. So yeah, as far as popularity or virality or stuff like that, I guess it does make a difference for the algorithm or whatnot. Who knows? Robert, how's that truck holding up? A lot of miles. I've got a little over 80,000 miles now. It's good. I mean, it's been, I mean, knock on wood or whatever this IKEA desk is made out of. It's been good. I mean, electronic glitches. That's all I've had. But the bones, the powertrain. So far, it's been flawless. Jen on Wheels, oh my goodness, who's complaining about your videos you could post from your travels 10 years ago and I still watch? Don't let the haters get you down. No, I'm not letting them get you down. But the YouTube algorithm is a funny thing, and yeah. It's just speaking of TPMS. Is there anything more nerve wracking than having it go off on a narrow mountain road? I'm sure. Yes, we are. Hey, I have a super chat from Jonas Ludson. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. My dad and mom are huge fans. They watch the new show every Sunday. Can you please say hello to Gary and Candy? Jerry and Candy from Grand Lodge, Michigan. Dad's birthday is coming up on March 12th. Maybe happy birthday to. Happy birthday, Mr. Gary. Happy birthday to you. And thank you, Preston. Glad for that super chat. Thank you. How much a year do you think you spend on fuel? I'm gonna do my taxes this weekend, so it'll be a good time to tabulate that. So I'll let you know. Karen DeVries, thank you for that super sticker. Thank you so much. And the trailer traveling, celebrating 39 months as a chief pelican head. The trailer traveling. Anyone complaining about a video that has no idea how much work it goes to produce one? I still watch your videos from 10 years ago, not current. Well, thank you. Thank you all. Sprout, TR, you are an icon in my book. Your custom music is amazing. Happy many more years of travel. I hope so. I hope to do this as long as I have my youth. Yeah, I still feel kind of young. You know, the check engine light hasn't quite turned on yet. Jen on Wheels, I can always tell when my song is using my YouTube account because all of a sudden my algorithm is nothing but Mr. Beast and Ryan Trahan. Tell me about it. You know, sometimes Ili and I sometimes at night we go out on tangents and watch like stuff or old music or different things. And then the next day, you know, like I'm been thinking of buying a new camera, so I've been doing research here and there, and now I get nothing but Sony cameras and lenses. It's and then like we don't get like our usual subscriptions anymore, so we have to go. Oh, let's go to subscriptions, see who has put something new. Jody Mantu, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Happy Friday to you too. And and you know, some people that we used to watch regularly, I'm like, they were like, whatever happened to Element Van Life? He disappeared from our feed. Well, he hasn't been putting on that many videos either, but people like that, you know. Um, Jim in DC, check engine light came on. I lifted the hood and checked. It was still there. Keep doing what you do. It's all the best. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you all for watching and continuing to like what I do. You know, and I feel very lucky, very blessed, and this kind of thing doesn't happen twice in life. So I'm very grateful that you guys. And then he comes into my live streams and says, "What the heck is going on here?" There you go. Yeah. Everyone, if I didn't say hello to you, everyone not feeling well. Well, hello, Mr. Brody and CJ Ram Adventures. Hello, everyone. Sorry, we're late to the show. Oh, better late than never. And are you bringing your guitar on the cruise? I might. Yeah. If enough of you want me to bring it, I'll figure out a way to bring it. I'll bring Sonia's that guitar. How about that? Mr. CLT, video watches has a lot to do with thumbnails. Too attractive thumbnails get lots of views. Yep. Sony cameras. I just got an RX 100 Mark 7 to use on my trip to New Zealand next month. I'm still trying to figure out all the menus. Yeah, I've been thinking of the RX 100, but hell is gonna freeze over. I'm really thinking of taking it to the next level with a mirrorless, but the jury's still out on those. And I love my Sony AX53, but it's and this is my third one. And the problem with this Sony's AX53, and besides they're starting to age, like even the video quality, if you put it even next to an iPhone, it's starting to look a little more noisy, grainy, and not as sharp. The other thing is they don't make them anymore, and all of them. I'm on my third one. The screen, it still works perfectly, but the touch screen stops working, so you cannot change any settings. And it just happened to my current AX53. So your Sony Handycam has served you well and produced great quality. Yep. When are you visiting North Carolina again, Robert? On our way to Chicago for Route 66, so sometime in April, yeah. Sorry. Hey, what's your favorite beer? Pretty much any good West Coast IPA I like. Uh, by West Coast, I mean the style, not the actual location of the brewery. This Florida Man is good. It's a double IPA, so it gets you tipsy. You know, everybody at the bar got it tipsy. But probably it's still my Cigar City High Alai, Dogfish Head 90 Minute, Funky Buddha, and the only IPA that they have at Quartzite, which is that I just forgot the name. Jesus Christ, I'm getting old. Senior moment. I'll remember. Sony, the one and only, along with GoPro, DJI. Hey, did you know DJI is coming up with a 360 camera that is supposed to be better than the Insta 360? Yay, bring that on but I'll bring that on the cruise. Yes. Robert, DJ is unsupervised tonight, so be prepared when you stop by. I'll stop by later. Or even a ukulele to save space. You know, I should learn how to play the ukulele. Miss Amanda J, it would be a great traveling Robert Cruz without it wouldn't be. Yeah, we have to take a guitar then. Alan Parr, play your guitar with a band on the cruise. I don't know if they'll let me, but I'll try. I recommend Sony Xperia 1.6. I'll check it out. Your adventures are on Prime Video. Yeah, some of the older ones are. Yeah, I'm not able to do any of the new ones, but would you prefer performing big or small on the cruise? We need to do a mini tiny lounge soon, though. Longer videos can include more ads, which can lead to higher end earnings. Longer videos can have higher cost per thousand impressions, right? Yeah, definitely. My longer videos not only have higher earnings, but higher viewership because YouTube likes it when people spend a long time watching the video, more commercials, more time, and little known fact, it's like 80% of you are watching on a big TV. So, hi Robert, I just bought a Winnebago Travato, mostly inspired by you. Looking forward to hitting the road. I love the Travato, and they just fixed it again. They for a couple of years they had the wet bay that you had to open the rear door in order to connect the water. The new models are gonna have it on the outside, so that's good. I love the Travato. If it was, I just love the Travato. Yeah. Preston Glad, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. I used an FX3 plus 14 millimeter plus DJI Mini 4, heavy but great. That I like that FX3. Been thinking about it. That's the cinemas, the full frame. Yeah. I'm waiting for the A7 Mark 5, A7 5. We'll see how that one is. I know it's gonna be a lot of money, but it's gonna be a change. I'm still gonna keep the AX53 for certain things, like those super zooms. Whenever I need to like zoom like to eternity, I'm still gonna have the AX53. The quality, the difference in quality is gonna be shown. But I've been researching lenses, and I mean, there's so much out there. 33 Elvis, thank you for that super chat. Thank you, Robert. if you use Google My Maps, you can share it. It's very cool. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, I think I've used it. If you go to my website, it's an obscure link somewhere out there. I have to tell Remy to make it more prominent. The thing is a work in progress. I haven't updated it in a long time, but I do have a map with Google My Maps where you can what I don't know is if I can transfer all these private points of interest that I have saved into a Google My Maps. I'm gonna do some research on that. Christian McNeil, hey Robert from Huxley, Iowa. Glad to see you. Glad to see you too. Iowa is a great state. I love Iowa. Seth, Audrey saw the map. Coming to see us? Very likely, because you know what's in between here and Chicago? Dahlonega. I'm probably gonna spend some time in the area. I'm gonna visit, of course, our family in Ackworth, Georgia. I wanna visit my friend in Waynesville, North Carolina, and you're like halfway in between those two. So yeah, and and maybe eventually Pelicamp, Appalachia. I know Garza, they're not here today. I don't think Garza's on the road. They have a property around there. I know Mr. CLT has a property around there. So, and you have a property around there. So, yeah. Young Dave, the video length sweet spot for me is around 1 hour, 15 minutes. That's about as long as I can do in one sitting. Yeah, I know. I know I overdid it with Lewis and Clark and Alaska, but I had to experiment. Tap channel, we just went to Miami. My family was enjoying a Cubanville while staying at a hotel in Miami Beach because we had to stay in the 10 feet range from the toilet after a suspicious gator appetizer I ate the day before. Suspicious gator appetizer. Be suspicious about gators. CJ Ram, Robert Love Reviews, no matter what, where you go, where you post, we feel like we are on an adventure with you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And the main adventure is going to be good. Now we're getting to the good part. We need to get you to the new Jungle Gyms on the east side of town. I went to Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati. That was an experience. That was really cool. By the way, everybody, check out my website, travelingrobert.com. I'm sorry, that's whenever you drink a good beer, that carbon dioxide tries to come out at some point. Darlene Brown, I don't matter what video you put on Sunday. I just love watching all your videos anytime. Thank you so much. Thank you for all you do. No, you're very welcome, and Jen on Wheels. My dogs appreciated the Lewis and Clark movie. Your soothing voice kept them company while we were at work. Oh, there you go. That's another way to do it. I really enjoy doing that Lewis and Clark. And Route 66 is going to have kind of a similar historic vibe. Maybe not as historic as Lewis and Clark. Maybe I overdid it on that one. But I do want to do a little bit of context about what happened at some point in different places along the road. All right, Miss Amanda J, signing off early. Thank you all for your videos. All the new, long, short Sundays can't come soon enough. Happy Friday, everyone. And yeah, and thank you for the calendar. And here are here are all the photos in the back of all the different places. So we'll definitely add them to the map, to that map I showed you earlier. Edna Kruger, Lewis and Clark, and Alaska are long trips, and of course, lots of filming for sure. Yeah, lots of terabytes of data. Brian Stoin, good evening. Just wondering if you had ever visited Peru. We are flying out of Miami to Lima tomorrow and would definitely recommend Peru as a bucket list trip for anyone. It's definitely on the short list. We definitely, this year it's being Anyway, um, we definitely want to do an international trip every year, at least one, and Peru is definitely on the list. We've been watching. A lot of people have been going to Peru. We're watching. He's also a Winnebago brand ambassador, Peter Holcomb. His channel is Famagogo, and he's doing the the Pan American Highway. He's going through some remote places in Peru that are beautiful. Peru seems to be like a beautiful country. Lima is a great city. Of course, there's Machu Picchu, Cusco, the 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 Andes, the Amazon, region. So yeah. Daryl Smith, are you going to try to do a cruise every year? I mean, I live in Miami, cruise capital of the world, and there are many cruises coming out of here. And if this first Peli cruise is successful, we might do it every year. Yeah. Another YouTuber is doing the Lincoln Highway. You should try that one day as well. Definitely, definitely the Lincoln Highway. And I forget now, but there's a spot where the Lincoln Highway and Route 66 meet, and we're gonna document that. Lincoln Highway, Great River Road. There are several ones that we definitely want to do. Next week, I'll be watching the live stream from LaGuardia. Well, next week the live stream is going to be maybe Pelicamp, but maybe somewhere else, somewhere in Florida. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think we're gonna be here in Miami next Friday. Uh, and my mom says, Dylan, a big hug. Looking at houses in Perry, Florida. Do you like the city area? I mean, for a small town like Perry, it's not bad. It's. I'm not in Perry proper. I'm more like unincorporated out there in the middle of nowhere, Pelicamp. But it's not a bad area. It's not a bad area. And you have US 19 there, so you're connected. You're an hour away from Tallahassee, which is you have I-10 right there. It's not bad. And Dylan says to my mom, Alma Morales, thank you. How are you doing today? Oliver DeVries is well traveling. You're done. How can you put a calendar together? You could also put a calendar together. I actually could, yeah. That's been one of those things that people have suggested. You guys have suggested, and I'm like, someday I'll make the time, right? Or maybe I should hire someone. Here are all my photos. Pick the best ones, make a calendar. And I'm out of beer, but first, Donovan Davis, our cruise guy, coming to you live from snowy Arizona. If anybody has any questions about the cruise, the first ever Peli cruise, here's the man. Just ask him. Michael Burt celebrating 32 months as a chief Pelican head. Let's do the bell. Hey Robert, are you headed to North Carolina this year? Well, yes, on our way to Chicago to start Route 66. We're definitely gonna be driving through North Carolina. I'm probably stopping in a couple of places. Christopher Olson, thank you all. I'm off to make a late night snack. Hey, enjoy. Are you going to be at Sonia's stream later? Because I might drop by. You know, I could use a second beer. Steak and Shay announced that French fries are now fried in beef tallow instead of vegetable oil. Tastes great. I wanna do that. I removed all seed oils from our kitchen here a while back, so I'm looking forward to patronizing places that don't use seed oil anymore. Anyway, that's all. We're going overtime here, even though I started a little late. So let's go. Let's do a couple more minutes, just because. Uh, Come back to Letchworth State Park. I live 10 minutes away. You missed a lot. I know, yeah, it was. And it was rainy, right? That was very rainy. We need to go back. We need to go back to so many places and spend more time. And Yeah, we do need to slow down, and at some point we're gonna be full timing, right? Yes, we'll be. That's why I need my snack. uh, do you think the vast majority of your viewers are RVers? Um, Probably the majority or enthusiasts, but I think I have a lot of people who are not RVers as well. It's just, and that's why it's called traveling Robert, because at some point, I want to do other kinds of travel too. The passion is for the travel to visit new places, meeting new people, new destinations, new ways of doing things, and uh, and the RV is just a vessel, a means to do that. So doing a short weekend trip tomorrow to Sanibel, enjoy, enjoy beautiful beaches. I haven't been there in a while, and when I was there, I was ever so briefly. So we have to go back. In fact, in this kind of off month that we're having right now, I'm gonna call the guy from Matlache, Sugar Sand RV Park, RV Resort, and maybe we'll stay there for a couple of days too, very close to Sanibel. So yeah, traveling Robert, when you do Route 66, there's a dirt section between New Mexico and Texas border. Well, they're not off-road tires per se, but they're off-road-ish tires. They have a nice tread, and I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna put Sumo Springs on the Comet, so I think we're gonna be fine for some. I mean, as long as it is not like the Dalton Highway, we should be fine. We should be able to do it. We've been road tripping for over 4 years, but only once in an RV. There you go. Um, when you're traveling, about how many miles or hours do you drive in a day? That would be about 400 miles, 8 hours. That would be like the maximum. I will endeavor to start doing a lot less than that. In fact, for Route 66, a 200-mile day is going to be a long day. I want to do much less than that. Just take my time, be able to. I mean, we're not going to be able to eat at every single restaurant because there's only so much you can eat. But we're going to try to hit as many of those as possible. So that means slowing down. Maybe, we do a place and then, stop, edit some video, which you need to do. And anyway, we're going over time, and Sonia has to start her live stream. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday. Oh, I'm at home, so I can play the guitar. Let's see if this one is still in tune. Close enough. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, I'm riding. I know that the guitar doesn't sound good in this microphone. Riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. Cause I'm free. I need to tune this guitar. In my RV. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday. I'll see you next Friday, same time, somewhere in North Florida or Central Florida. Bye, everybody. And don't forget to spring back this Sunday. How do I turn this off? Here.